Joining us now by phone is GOP Texas Congressman Babin. I'm sure probably didn't get very much sleep last night. Congressman, nice to have you on the show this morning. What's the latest there? What are you guys bracing for at the state and local level at this hour?
We're just, I couldn't be more proud of our governor and our local officials and the president. I'm going to have to say the president's been very proactive as well as the governor. And we've been very, very fortunate. I have the 36th district, which runs from southeast Houston over to Louisiana. It's my colleagues south and west of me, Blake Farenthold and Randy Weber, and some of those other fellows that have those districts that way. And that's where the storm is sitting, right over Rockport and Victoria. Going to be dumping a lot of rain. That's the big danger.
Yeah, Congressman, the storm, as you said, it's going to last, it sounds like, for the next 4 or 5 days. And the real challenge now is not just the heavy winds, but the amounts of rain that are going to be dumping in some big parts of Texas like Houston, where you know, chemical plants have had to completely shut down days before this hurricane even hit. What can you expect in your area, but also just in the state of Texas overall, as we look at the days to come and how it needs to recover?
Well, that's a great question, Abby. I really appreciate that because my particular district has more petrochemical refining facilities than any other district in the entire United States. So that's why it's so important that we eventually get some kind of storm surge protection, because we have this is a national security issue where all these plants are, and the tens of thousands of people that are employed there. Our fuels, aviation, and highway fuels, chemicals, we'll see a real devastating impact nationwide if these plants stay down for any length of time. But so far we're very lucky. It's just rain bands that are coming through. The big question is, will this storm, after a couple of days of being stationary, head back to the Gulf? Will it head towards our district up in the Houston area? And we're already having some floods out west of Houston, and so I think there again, folks need to be smart. Heed the warnings. Turn around, don't drown, and avoid high water areas.
In the time we have remaining, just quickly, can you tell us what needs to be done to fully protect, as fully as one can, the economic resources, the economic drivers in your area that Abby mentioned?
That's another excellent question. I think that, again, we have so much. We are the epicenter of refining, oil production, and chemicals. So it is so important that we saw a huge, devastating storm in Ike back in 2008. We had a lot of these plants were down. We had a spike in gas prices, and so we have to have coastal spine protection. We call it the coastal spine. We're looking at it right now. It's storm surge, and it's actually a series of levees and berms and the gates that go across Galveston, Bolivar roads there at the entrance to the Houston Ship Channel, which would prevent a huge storm surge from coming in, devastating the entire Houston area and Galveston Bay, where all these plants are.
Right.
So we're looking at that real closely, working with the state. I'm working at the federal level, and our president wants some real infrastructure programs to be come up with, and I think this is what we're looking at. It couldn't be more important than this.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Congressman, we appreciate you joining us this morning. We know you've got a busy morning ahead, and stay safe there as well. Thanks, Congressman.
Thank you, sir.
Well, stay tuned. Thank you.